Hello and welcome to Techcation's practice lesson number 3 on HTML and text. When we deal with headings, headings are actually, there's 6 heading tags, 1 through 6. And a heading tag is just simply H and then the number 1 through 6. Some text. And a closing tag. And basically our heading tag will act as a bold that enlarges and a paragraph tag, all nested into one. And each heading 1 through 6, H1 through 6 I should say, it goes smaller. As the number gets higher, the smaller the heading is. The spacing is still the same. There's always going to be a space on top and more space on bottom. H1 through 3 is commonly used in HTML. Basically, H3 is just a little bigger than bold. So it's a little different than adding a paragraph tag and a bold tag. When you start in H4, H5, and H6, when you start using these tags, it's a little smaller than the normal text size you're probably using in your page if you leave it standard. And it's still a little stronger bold than normal, but it's still almost reproducible by using a paragraph tag in bold, and it's not real commonly used in its native form, I should say. These are commonly overwritten later with style sheets to make your own type of heading, so maybe you want to be a different color, different size. It's all great. We'll get to that eventually and we'll cover all that stuff. But for now, the most common ones that you'll probably use in basic HTML is H1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I've made a folder called Techcation on the root of my C drive, and in it I've put our files from the first 2 videos and created a new one called tech_lesson3.html. If we take a look inside that file, we'll see I've added all the basic HTML tags that we covered in the first lesson and a new title, and I copied and pasted some text from my site, Techcation.com. If we take a quick look at how this looks in the browser, we'll see basically it's just a bunch of text jumbled together. So what we're going to do is add some H1 tags so we can see what they look like. Or heading tags, not just H1, but all of them. So we start with the first H1. We'll go back and take a look at how this is going to look. And we can see what I'm saying. It makes a really big, bold appearance, as well as adding a paragraph tag around it, or similar to a paragraph tag around it, where there's a space above and below the text. So let's look at the difference between that and the other ones. We'll do an H2 real quick. If we take a look at the H2 and the H3, we can still see even the H3 is a little bigger than regular text, but not much. It's right about there. Oops. Do the H4, which is basically just bold text. So it's pretty much the same size as regular text with a bold tag. And since they're an option, despite that H5 and 6 are seldomly used, so it doesn't hurt to see that they're out there. And if we scroll down, we can see them, and there you go, they're tiny. So if you wanted a different tiny italics, you could use an H6.